Okay, guys, we going live today to do a bit of research to find out, as you see, who is P. Diddy. Now, of course, I and many of us know who P. Diddy is, but as of late, he's come under fire, being faced with many different allegations. So that would lead many to believe they actually don't know who Puff Daddy is or who P. Diddy is. First, let's look into why he even changed his name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. What's the reason for the name change? Is there any, you know, fictitious things going on surrounding the name P. Diddy, Puff Daddy? So you see here, he first got the name um, has had a number of stage names over the years, including Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and just Diddy. The rap and music mogul was born Sean John Combs, and one of his childhood nicknames was Puff because he would huff and puff when he was angry, according to Combs. So the nickname became the basis for his first stage name, Puff Daddy, which hit the limelight in '97 when he recorded his first work as a rapper, going number one with his debut single, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. At that point, he was already a music mogul and the founder and head of Bad Boys, which he set up in 1993. So, in 2001, Combs changed his stage name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy, saying he wanted something fresh in the aftermath of being found not guilty of gun charges, possession, and bribery. No more Puff Daddy. The first week in June, we're going to have a name change ceremony, said Combs at the time. So he threw a party for his name change. He threw a party for the name change. So I'm not just doing it as serious as Prince. I just want something fresh. I'm rocking with P. Diddy just for now. The saga continues, at least under his new moniker, although he had in fact used P. Diddy as an alias on record credits for work he had done for other artists. Okay. As to where P. Diddy came from, Combs said it was a suggestion from his friend, the late notorious B.I.G., who was shot in, okay, now, y'all got to get that right. That was 1997, not 1996. Biggie died March 9th, 1997. David Nilsson. 2005, Combs decided to drop the P and just become Diddy, arguing that the letter was a barrier between him and his fans. Curiously, he remained P. Diddy in the UK after DJ Richard Diddy the Love took legal action over the change. Huh. So the legal incident that they're talking about comes from the 1997 gunfight between. Let's see this. I'm gonna have to share a different screen because Google is switching screens on me. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me switch back to share the screen. Which I gotta figure this out how to I guess to share multiple screens I gotta actually have the
45-day trial for free with
Go
unlimited
ahead and
access to
switch up
thousands
your
of
screen.
They wouldn't be spinning their wheels or wasting their time. They believe that they are going to be able to develop
Well, this
enough
is the story about
witness
the
information and physical
1999.
evidence through these search warrants that
This is a story about the 1999 nightclub shooting involving J Lo, Sean Combs could be investigated. Now, what you have to understand is on this night they got into something with someone inside of the club, and Sean was actually the one who took the lead in shooting someone inside that club. Puff Daddy, when he went to court, he actually used different lawyers and basically almost excluded himself from Shine. So you guys have to understand that, from the beginning, Puff Daddy has always been a snake. He's always turned his back on people, and left people, in the cold. So even back in 1999, so we're just gonna listen to a little bit of this. Let me enlarge it, to hear what they got to say.
they want to file charges.
From federal raids and possible criminal charges to shocking allegations laid out in multiple bombshell lawsuits, P. Diddy has found himself in some serious hot water. But could Diddy's past be coming back to haunt him?
That crime could be reopened and say this is a RICO predicate act, and then you add a couple more acts under the sex trafficking, the drugs, the gun, and certainly that 1999 shooting could be the cornerstone of a case like that.
We're taking a closer look at the 1999 nightclub shooting in New York and what a new investigation could look like.
Sometimes with time, with the passage of time, people aren't as intimidated and they're not as threatened, and they get away from the person who is the threat, and they feel more forthcoming to testify or to give statements in lieu of testimony.
Right off the bat,
And now, because you also got to understand, you got to think about the fact that Puff Daddy was just sued by Cassie and got out of a lawsuit, and a lot of people don't even know that he was in a relationship with Jennifer Lopez back in 1999. I think they started dating in like 97, 98. So, I mean, they're going to probably question her too about, her involvement with Puff Daddy back in the day. Because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of different things that they're going to be looking into to truly find out what was going on. Like I said, he's always been a shaky individual, even back in 1997, 96. During the Tupac and Suge Knight beef, his ex-bodyguard, Gene Dill, even said how Puff Daddy explained to him that, he was tired of being caught up in a beef that he felt like he had nothing to do with. So even if you see his actions after all of that happened, it's almost as though he just did something just so that the people can see, he's doing something. So he's always been the type of person to put on, to put up a front or about, who he actually is. Let's listen to a little bit more of what they got to say.
let's be clear that Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy, he's not been charged with anything criminally. That being said, the feds have raided two of his homes, one in Florida and the other in California. That news broke last Monday, and we've since seen images of Homeland Security investigating both properties. As far as
It's been said by many different people, Homeland Security investigation. It's been said by many different people that the Homeland Security comes I mean, this is not the FBI. This is Homeland Security. So, what do you have to do in order for Homeland Security to come to your home? You know, that's serious because they don't. I don't think they just show up to people's doors in full force like this unless they have actual evidence of you doing something wrong. Because they're not going to waste all of this. How you say that? They're not going to waste all this money coming to two of y'all, two different places, and showing this force.
What's happening there, we're not entirely sure. We can't even confirm whether Diddy is the target of the federal investigation. So I spoke with former FBI agent Bobby Chacon to get a better understanding. Could we use reasonable inferences to kind of deduce that Diddy is the subject or target of this investigation?
Absolutely. I mean, look, this didn't occur in a vacuum. There's a long history here of people that work for Diddy or were close to Diddy alleging sexual abuse, gun trafficking, drugs, violence. This is a long body of information of more than one person, multiple people who are unrelated to each other who make similar allegations of this type of conduct being conducted by him, not by somebody else, but by him, both in civil suits and in criminal trials, one where he got acquitted. So there's a lot to, like you say, to kind of infer that he's probably the subject of this investigation.
But what's next? Is it possible that there could be additional raids of Diddy's properties?
Let's move on here.
No, it's in there, but it's recent information, and we know that there have been some civil lawsuits with Diddy again. You know, people that worked for him that were.
Just in your opinion, based on this investigation and everything you know right now, do you believe that charges are forthcoming against P. Diddy?
You know, the fact that they are conducting search warrants really means it's an active investigation, and they believe they wouldn't be spinning their wheels or wasting their time. They believe that they are going to be able to develop enough witness information.
Singer Cassie. She dated Diddy for many years and was allegedly held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. That's according to her civil suit filed back in November, where she laid out some pretty serious allegations, like that Diddy beat her, sometimes so severely that she had to hide out in hotels for days at a time, waiting for the bruises to heal. Cassie also alleged that Diddy
so he beat her. She held on. You know, with a lot of these, I mean, you can't victim bash, and you can't say that the victim is lying. You know, but a lot of times people will say, "Why now? Why would the victim do that now?" Look at some old interviews here. Old Puff Daddy interviews and Cassie interviews. See if we can check some body language. Now, I think I've mentioned before that I have a degree in behavior analysis. So, I mean, if there's anything present, it would be shown in a lot of these interviews that they did back in the day. You know, she would be really timid and fearful in the interviews, really scared. You know, not saying much. And you can see the body. You know, if she starts to say anything that leads to, telling that she may be facing any abuse, you know, Puff Daddy's body language would change.
Defined by craftsmanship, empowered by design, led by innovation.
We got Miss Cassie, we got Diddy, guys. The party is starting because y'all arrived, right?
Whenever everybody just looks great. I think it's a collection.
Yeah, head to toe. Describe to me, what's the inspiration behind your outfit tonight? Was it an all-white party?
I just wanted to just keep it, simple and plain, angelic, and not really try to do it with the theme, but just have it be more sophisticated and more minimalist.
Does she have on a white glove too?
And please tell me about your look tonight. You look amazing.
I'm wearing head to toe Tom Brown, and I just wanted to be, at my Sunday's best, suited and booted. I always wear a dress, so I wanted to try something different.
Yeah, it's just like everyday life for us.
Yeah. You angelic all the time? Mm-hmm. Final question. Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here. Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah. And now you look at that little sly move away when she said, I keep everything right here or right here. It's like a little funny laugh that he has, that like, to make sure she's including him in the comment. Like, why would she need to include him at the end in the comment? It's just little small things, that you pay attention to. Let me see any other videos connect to this video, because it's not really a lot here to take from that. It's just like as a little bit of information connected to it. Let me see something here. Search again. Need a longer interview. What's that about?
The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't there. When you could go out and you could go and work for something. I did one album with Mace. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people. And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? Mace owes me $3 million.
Y'all gonna let her throw dirt on the God's name. The God's name is crazy because one of the most things that a narcissist shows is grandiosity. If anyone calling themselves a god, that's definitely narcissistic. Because that's grandiose. Nobody thinks of themselves as a god. Mace owes him $3 million. Mace said he knows nothing about owing Puff Daddy $3 million. In an interview reaction to this interview, Mace said he knows nothing about owing Puff Daddy $3 million. So he's lying about Mace owing him $3 million. Let me show y'all, because I could show y'all better than I could tell you. Hold on. Oh. Said it himself. He responded to it.
Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing it, nigga. Because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
So I mean, you know, there's always been a lot of shady behavior going on with Puff Daddy. I mean, so the fact that he would try to bash Mace's name and they not take accountability for the things that he's done to other people, you know, Mace definitely is alluding in that little clip right there to more than you know we would probably think is going on because again, he just mentioned that you know Biggie dead, Craig Mack dead, Black Rob is dead. You know, Shine. I mean, not excuse me, not Shine, but um, what's the other cat name that's dead too? G Dep. I think G Dep. I think G Dep is dead too. Oh, G Dep. No. Oh, excuse me. He's locked up. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, that's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do the research. He's not dead. He's my bad. So he just got out of jail though. I mean, he was locked up. Moon was locked up. Um, who knows where Total is at? I mean, who knows where Faith is at? If you look at Bad Boy as a whole, most of the artists that was on Bad Boy, they're either dead, they were locked up, or they're broke. So, and Puff Daddy's the richest one out of all of them. And he says Mace owes him $3 million, and as y'all see, Mace is basically saying, "I don't owe you no money. Show me the receipts. Where do I owe you money at?" No, nobody else can show you any receipts because they're not here to show you any receipts. See, this happened a year ago. So, excuse me, man. I want y'all to look at something here. I'm gonna show y'all something. There's a video. No, that's not it. I don't know. All pictures are Google and no copyright. If you want to give me information on copyright, I will delete. We're not gonna watch that time. That's not what I want to look at. I'm trying to find that video. Rare unique video of Notorious. That's what I'm looking for. There you go, right here.
Wells Fargo has enabled small businesses to create or preserve more than 222,000 jobs with roughly $420 million donated to support diverse small business owners. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing.
Y'all are going in. What? Sorry, slip it to the door.
Yo, I think that looks like Puff Daddy. I want to Puff Daddy. Where Puff Daddy at? Inside. In Mary J.
Word up, where Mary J at?
Word up, what's Mary?
Should so what, Lil? Red Reverend Rod! Reverend Rod!
Already in.
Hey, lover! Hey, lover! Eddie Mac! Yo, Eddie! Eddie Mac! Eddie Mac! See the whole mob about to come down and get it? It's always gonna be sad. Right now, what's going through my mind?
Mimi.
That's Ron's always been a Puffy right there. Nice Puffy. Like I was really trying to see you Hey, he lost his best friend. He said, "I lost my best friend," and this and that. But it's almost like with Puff Daddy, it's always like he's in character mode. It's almost like he's always being the character. You rarely see him showing much emotions. And a lot of people would say, well, people handle grief differently. They handle grief differently. But if you've known Puff Daddy over the years and you know him since the beginning, Puff Daddy is always in this form. He's always in character form. So, it's like a real moment you catch him in because he don't know he's being recorded right now. Yes, keep your head up, Puff. He just always seemed like he's in character mode. Like he has to be tough all the time. He always has to have to put on this tough demeanor at all times. That's the demeanor he's always had. Let's see something here. Always OMT.
Wix is your platform to perform on.
All the time.
A complete portfolio solution.
Yo, MTV Raps, and we up in the house that these bad boys built. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Puffy and crew. So Puffy,
no, this is my crew than me.
This is family.
Artists always first, baby.
Puffy, take it away.
Check it out. This my man, the Notorious B.I.G.
What's the deal? What's going on?
It's my man, Craig Mack. It's my foundation. You know what I'm saying? It's my life right here. We all need each other to live and breathe, and that's the way we treat each other.
Tell me how you came out of all of, I know you're a big fan of rap. I know you know 1,000,001 rap artists. How did you come to sign these two
let them tell you,
artists here?
Well, tell them the story.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
I had did a joint for the Source magazine, and my man Matty C got with Puff, and Puff said he wanted to do something new for Uptown, and he heard the little garbage demo, No,
it was.
But he just knew that he just told me that he knew I could rap. You know what I'm saying? Just from the rhymes on the joint, he just signed me.
What was that joint you did big where you was talking about all the females in the industry? That was one of my favorites.
That was like that was I'm just playing.
And that was called Just Playing?
Yeah.
Also known in the streets as Dreams of Bleeping and R&B Bleep.
Okay.
And he taking like Big said what the joint. I'm just playing. He named it. Then Puff came in and took over and said, no, it's also known as this.
So that was a part of Biggie's rise. You also did a little something with Super Cat, also Puffy.
True.
Yeah. Super Cat, definitely. That's
That
how
was the hot
people,
joint.
what I'm saying?
Is real
Reggae is a definite part of the whole hip hop culture, the whole movement. So we got down with Super Cat, the Don Dada of reggae.
Yes,
And we put something together, mixed the reggae and the hip hop flavor, strictly bad boy style. Right. Since he is one of the original Rude Boys.
And so those were all things instrumental.
Yeah, Puff just always had this as you see, as Biggie called him Puff, I always called him Puff. I mean, people from back in the day, in 1994, of course, that's what we always called him. I've never called him P. Diddy or Diddy or any of that. I've always called him Puff Daddy or Puff, like people did back in the day, like we did back in the day. But you just got to check his mannerisms. His mannerisms have always been the same. Even because you just got to think, there's a lot of people, that Puff Daddy has put on. It's like, it's always the same energy that he's giving off. There's before I end this, because I'm going to end this this live here. We may pick up on this again. This Justin Bieber interview that a lot of people keep talking about. I wanted to actually look at this video and break it down a little bit before I end this. It's the one with him and Puff Daddy talking. Yeah, this is the 13 years ago.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
Now, if y'all understand something, when somebody, it's a thing of being put on a spot. When you actually, you don't care to reach out to the person anyway. You understand? The person just puts you on the spot, like, oh, why you ain't been calling me? You have a legitimate reason why you haven't been calling the person. Oh, I wasn't calling. I was really busy. I had a lot of things going on. My bad. But this, and that. But at the time, Justin Bieber was still a kid. So it's like literally like he was something almost though he was nervous about what he probably thought Puff Daddy was initially trying to do or initially was up to with wanting to spend time with him. Or somebody probably got in his ear about spending time around a grown man. So he's timid about even going any further into the conversation with Puff Daddy. That's actually what you notice. Like he's timid. Like, yeah, trying to find something to say. There's no legitimate response. He's trying to create a response by being put dead on the spot. So well, here, take my number now because so there is something there. I don't know. I don't actually know what was there because we know what he's being charged with. We know what is basically being said about him in many different instances, from drug trafficking to sex trafficking to guns to child molestation. I mean, I don't know if that's out there too, but there's so many different things that's going on out there. I'm gonna finish up with this interaction between these two, and then we're gonna probably come back at this next time and get back into a little bit more, dive a little bit deeper because we didn't go that deep yet. We just bouncing around on different things in this video.
Number?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm here to because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter.
Now, okay. Now, if you look at that, I think a lot of people took that initial interaction. So to let that play through fully, you see that they actually created a skit. So I think that was actually a skit. Now, the reason why I said anything beforehand was like behavior you will see, and that's the reason why you do research, and that's the reason why you don't look at small videos and you go off of that. So we see that this is possibly actually a skit. That's what you see going on here. I think the short stops from that area where he just stops from when he's giving this number out, because a lot of people want to pin something on him. So the short doesn't go as far as this goes, where he actually pretends to give him a number. The smile on Justin Bieber's face seems genuine. So I actually don't know. That's why you got to dig, and you just can't come up with stuff and say things. So you actually got to find the videos, find the interviews, find the news that may bring up something or may connect to anything.
My album's coming out, and we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew, and we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Are you serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin
that
Bieber.
Swag.
Is it your swag? And then you got to do the swag walk too.
Okay.
I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag walk.
And Scooter, Scoot, manager, mogul extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Money.
Dirty Money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert,
Don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square, we go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
All right, yeah.
Swag. 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 Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand. This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money crew.
I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard. It's got a lot of cool songs, a lot of people on it. You got
Drake on there. Lil Wayne.
Chris Brown.
I wanted to do a song with you, but you was on tour.
He was gonna do a song.
Big brother Usher.
Big brother Usher. So everybody's on this album. Go get this album. Last Train to Paris.
Yeah, get it.
We're out.
Peace.
All right.
Now, there was a earlier video y'all may have seen where he was talking to him, and he was looking at Puff Daddy, and Puff Daddy was saying something, and then he looked kind of concerned, as Puff Daddy mentioned, how they're doing certain things. But if there was anything going on, I want you guys to understand that video. He looked younger. He looked a little older in this video. If something was going on, Justin Bieber would have never came back around Puff Daddy. Never. No, his mother or father or whoever was in charge would have never let him back around this man if something was happening. And Justin Bieber wouldn't have went back around him if something was happening. So the reason for this is to find out who is he and to find out what's actually going on. To find out, is there anything to pick apart or is there nothing there? Or are you trying to find something out of nothing? But yeah, we're going to come back. I'm going to end this video here, but we're going to come back with a part 2. We're going to dig a little bit deeper. So ask the question and share your thoughts in the comments. Who is P. Diddy? We out here. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.